Alright, and I think we should be live now.
It hasn't popped up yet.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Alright, I think we're live.
Yeah, we're live.
Alright, sweet. Well, Zoom's doing this funny thing where I can't get rid of the bar at the bottom, but I don't think that's a big deal.
We're live!
We're live! Yeah. Alright, well, we just had all the technical problems in the world, but we got here, and I think it's working at least well enough for us to record this and hopefully get a decent video out of it.
And audio is good too, so we're good. Thank you. Thank you for the feedback.
Cool. Let me adjust one thing here so I don't rip my headset out while we're doing this.
So, and yeah, so if you are drawing along, the video is in the description. It's a New Masters Academy video. And I'm going to go ahead and start at 20 seconds because that's when he is starting his first pose. So that's where I'm going to start.
Give me 1 second here.
Okay.
Oh!
Are you okay?
Alright, I'm just grabbing a little table for my setup here. Alright, I think we got it. Cool. So 20 seconds?
Yeah, 20 seconds.
Alright, and then
whenever you're ready, I'll do a countdown to start.
Okay.
There's no rush. You know, we're just drawing. We're just having a good time here.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just threw all this up here, and
yeah, I think we had to update at least 3 different softwares.
Yeah, it was like everything was like had an update on it and wouldn't work. Okay. What we got here, and these are like just more complicated to set up for some reason. Let's see my autofocus.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a new webcam at some point because the webcam I have, it autofocuses, and I have a Mac, so there's no driver or like any kind of way to like adjust it, so it just autofocuses.
Yeah. Usually it'll fix itself after a while. Maybe I'll just scribble on this page for a minute. I don't even got my pencils out, man. Why? I think I should be fired right now. Just fire me. Alright, I got my pencils. I got them right here. Alright. Yeah, I bet everyone else out there is way more organized than I am right now.
It's okay. We were just in panic mode for a while, so we're.
Oh, look at that! My camera's focusing. We got this. Look at that. Okay. Well, I think it'll work well enough. I want to have a better camera next time, but I couldn't get the better camera to work today, so this is what we got. All right,
you ready to go?
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, we're gonna start. 3, 2, 1, start.
I might have been like a 1 second delay there.
That's okay.
Alright.
We're all good there.
Alright.
Okay, so this is a 1 minute pose.
1 minute. Look at that.
I should have gotten warmed up.
Yeah, I don't even know where I am right now.
I'm using a sanguine pencil today.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah, I just got it at the art supply store.
I got the old General's Peel and Sketch because it's the first one I grabbed. I might change that. This one's a little short.
Yeah.
Got a short
I only have one sanguine pencil, so if it breaks, I'm going back to charcoal.
Look at that. I'm getting some kind of cool.
I need to figure out how to have your thing on screen so I can see it.
Yeah. I can see you. You can't see me.
Yeah, I can't see you right now. I'll figure it out on the next break.
I can't see the comments, but I can see you. Alright. Okay. Little
And
cake.
we'll do it the same way we did it last time. So we posted up everyone's work that drew along with us. So on our agent's Instagram.
Yeah, that was really cool to see. That was cool.
Yeah.
I'm like, people out there actually watching and going along with us. Okay, I got a different pencil this time. Get that longest mark first. I've been doing so much figure drawing lately.
Yeah, it's been awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, let us know out there if we have any more audio issues. I'm gonna fiddle with my camera just a tiny bit, see if that helps. Like that. I'm coming in and out of focus. Oh well. I'll get the better camera working next time. How are you feeling about yours so far?
I'm feeling pretty good about it. What are you talking about? My camera?
About your drawings.
My drawings. I definitely should have warmed up before we started.
We're here. We're warming up. We're warming up right now.
Yeah, we're warming up right now with the 1 minute. But I do feel pretty good today.
Yeah.
I feel pretty loose, and I feel like I'm really looking at the gestures. And, yeah, I have been doing a lot of figure drawing here lately, so I've been working pretty quick, and staying in practice like that helps a lot.
Yeah.
I'm not focusing too much on anything in particular here.
Yeah. Just happy to be here.
Yep. I want to get yours on the screen so I can. There we go.
You'll see all my secrets.
Yeah.
All my bad drawings. My second one was really bad. I was playing with my camera.
Yeah, I worked too big on the first one, so I'm running out of room here.
I'm all over the place. Alright, it's good to take a moment to breathe a little bit here.
Yeah, especially if you're stressed.
Oh yeah. Nothing but stress.
Yeah, so the last figure drawing session that we ran, we did a bunch of 10-second drawings to start with.
Yeah, those are fun.
Or they were minute drawings. They were we did 21-minute drawings.
I did a bunch of 10-second ones the other day. That was fun.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
The 10-second ones really stressed me out.
I think it's fun. Well, that one came out really weird. That's okay. I got one that I like so far. 1 out of 4.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
That's not too bad. I mean, these are quick, not anything special.
Yeah.
I'll squish my paper here soon.
Happy Friday the 13th, by the way.
Oh, that's why. That's why we had all those issues.
Yeah, that's what it was.
It all makes sense now.
Yeah, maybe we take a pause at some point if it's not already in the video. Like after 15 or 20 minutes.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
See if anyone's got questions or things to say.
Yeah, let's see. It looks like we have a bunch of the 1-minute poses to go through.
Okay.
So maybe at like 10 or 15 minutes, depending
Okay.
on what it's looking like.
See how it goes. I'm kind of running out of room.
See how it goes.
I kind of think it's fun to try and like fit them in here. Some people will just like draw like all over the place on top of their figures, and I've done that before, but
yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing today. You definitely lose a bit of where you're at when you do it like that.
yeah.
Unless you're a genius.
Alright. One of the dudes who took my drawing class that I'm teaching, he's a animation professor at VCU.
What?
Yeah, I was like, oh,
that's awesome.
I was like, and now I'm, that's crazy.
That's really cool.
Yeah, he had a cool way of drawing where he just like I kind of liked how he drew. It's like a lot of square shapes.
Square shapes. Was it like, was there a lot of movement in it?
Yeah. You could tell he was an animator.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah. Alright. Starting to slow down a little bit and figure out what I'm trying to do here. This one's kind of cool because it's like just like the silhouette is pretty cool. Like the legs go together. So you can just like draw the legs as one shape to start. At least that's what I did.
Yeah, I'm just totally ignoring that heel in the back too. This doesn't exist.
Oh, that arm got a little long. That's okay. I wonder, like, I don't know anything about this model. He's good.
Yeah, I like him. I've drawn from this video before.
He's got to be like a dancer or something. I don't know.
Anthony said he's drawing all his figures with Jason Voorhees masks.
Heck yeah. Sometimes that's like what you need. It's like
in honor of Friday the 13th.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm a little slow. Yeah, this is a holiday affair here that we're doing.
Yeah, a special live stream.
Yeah.
Special holiday live stream.
Because this is the holiday that we really come together for on the Art Asians.
This is a cool balance pose.
Yeah, kind of like the way his neck looks.
Yeah, it's like
it's got
that bulging out a little bit.
That long neck. Feeling okay.
1 minute goes by so fast, though.
Yeah. Alright, I'll get one good drawing by the end of this. Longest mark first. Like that. Yeah. Man. I'm also trying to get better at, like, talking while drawing.
Yeah, it's very difficult. You've been doing a lot more than I have been.
which is not that much.
Yeah. But man, it's pretty yeah.
Yeah, I got this. But the three things I got going through my head: gesture, structure, and then light source or value. But what the light is doing. Those are like the only three things. And these ones where he's kind of like kicking his hip up a little bit, it's like I gotta consciously make that not look like a woman.
Yeah.
Something about it.
And he doesn't look like a woman at all, but
Yeah.
that's a kind of feminine move, yeah.
Yeah, like I want to over exaggerate it. Yeah, this one's pretty cool. Get those shoulder blades in there. Yeah.
Alright, we got the props.
Well, he's getting props? Oh, he's got a stick.
Mm-hmm.
I like a good stick. Hey, we should
I like that last one of yours, sorry.
Oh, that. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What you got over here? Oh, yeah, you got some good. I like the one in the middle. That's a nice one. Alright. I was gonna say, like, we should give, like, our model a good stick.
I think the one for this month is bringing us like cane and a hat. That's like how we usually models, yeah.
Cool. That'll be cool. Yeah, the last one went really well. So if you're in the Richmond area, come check out our figure drawing group up in Ashland.
It is a pretty good time.
Yeah, we had a good group show up last time. A lot of young people, which was cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been noticing like there's more and more of those kind of groups around, which is really good because they fell off during the pandemic.
Yeah, they
And
dropped
I feel like
off.
they're just now starting to get going again. But yeah, that's one of the best ways to draw is to go to life drawing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's how, like, you know, if you can figure out how to draw this thing, you can figure out how to draw a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta figure out a lot to make these drawings look good. Not really worried about too much here, but starting to get a little more structural. How simple can I make that head? It's just, you know, a block.
Yeah, just a little square.
Yeah, super simple.
So Anthony asks, what is your focus on these shorter poses? I almost never get down to the feet.
I mean, hands and feet, I don't really think... If I do draw them, they're just like a little, maybe like a triangle or a diamond shape.
Yeah, it's too complicated for quick poses.
Yeah, like you could do like a triangle for the foot. But yeah, it's longest mark first. So the longest mark here is from the head all the way down to the foot. And I know the top of the head is up here, the bottom of the foot is down here, about halfway, and his hip is going like that. And then maybe right there, his shoulder's going the other way, so this side's pinching, this side's stretching. And then just finding like the longest marks I can And then, like, you know, he's balanced right here, and so that head is kind of right in between where his feet are. So, like, what are the things that are connecting stuff down the body? Like, how are things connected is, I guess, what I am considering the most.
Yeah, like energetic connections too. Like, where is the energy flowing?
Yeah. And if I feel myself getting stuck on anything, I just move on.
But I think it's totally fine just to leave things as lines here.
Yeah, and then every now and then just put like a dark mark in there. Like
the variety.
Yeah. Yeah, the moment you put like a darker shape on your page, it makes it more interesting to look at. So just put a dark shape in there somewhere. That's kind of cool. Yeah, this one got wild. Yes, it's going okay. This one actually comes back a little bit. And I have yet to touch the eraser. That's another thing.
Yeah, it's just not important at this stage.
Yeah, I'm not erasing. If there's a correction I want to make, I just go over top of it. Yeah, that one kind of... It's like I made the torso too short. Oh well. I'm gonna fit another one on here.
Yeah, you're very good at controlling the size of your drawings and placing them in interesting ways.
Yeah, well, they're all about the same size right now, so maybe I'll do a bigger one over here. I'm trying to, like, looking back and forth and seeing how I could, like, picture that. You know? Like, I can kind of see it on the page, like, somewhere in this area. It's a little bit bigger. Maybe a little bit taller up here. Make the head bigger. And then measure everything off the head. Might need to go down a little bit more. And then starting with like lighter lines and getting darker as I go. There's still a little ear in there. And that arm is...
How do you pull together a drawing when you just kind of lose it, you know? Like, is there a way to save it, or you just recommend starting over? Or moving on to the next?
Yeah, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Just start over.
Yeah. Like, particularly with life drawing, when you have a model in front of you and they're just running along, you know?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing too. Like with drawing, you learn a lot. You learn the most in like the first like 5 minutes of a drawing. And so if you just do a lot of stuff like that, you learn so much.
Yeah, that's what everyone was saying about the 21-minute poses. They were like, we thought we were gonna hate it, but then they ended up really warmed up for the 15-minute drawing.
Yeah, learning to, like, you know, work on a 20-hour drawing is another skill set, but I feel like you learn the most when in the first few minutes. Yeah, I can fit more on here. Maybe like down here. Put like a little guy in here. Maybe like somewhere in here. But I also find that like mindset is just a big part of it. Like people like something that, you know, I try to avoid that I notice people doing is like the model gets in like a weird pose where it's like she just lays on the floor and then it's like, oh, this is hard. I can't draw this. This is hard. And then you're thinking that instead of trying to solve a problem. And that's all drawing is problem solving. And so if you just focus on that instead of, oh, this is a difficult thing, I can't do that, like, and getting frustrated, I just try not to do that. It's just like, oh, how do I fix this problem?
Yeah, like with those crazy foreshorten poses.
Yeah.
Because everyone's afraid of foreshortening. For
Yeah.
good reason.
Yeah, but it's like with foreshortening, the more you simplify it, the better it looks. So you just have to figure out how to do that. Like, solve it with fewer marks.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it's just a bad drawing, and that's fine.
It happens.
Yeah. Alright. How many more of these 1 minutes do we have?
I think New Masters does 21 minutes, so we're
Wow.
we're really getting in there.
Yeah. Alright. Well, I think my page is full.
I think we have one more 1 minute, and then it moves on to 5 minutes. So after this one, I think we should take a break.
Okay, maybe I'll fit it on here then. Or maybe not.
Yeah, so we'll just go ahead and pause the video.
Oh, right now?
Not
Oh,
right
okay.
now. After this pose,
Alright.
before the next one starts.
Okay. Alright. Oh, this is a 2-minute pose.
Oh, well, let's go and do this one and then we'll pause.
Okay.
It's kind of hard to tell when,
Yeah. Alright. Twice as much time. I don't normally use this pencil, but I kinda am liking it
What,
today.
the Generals?
Well, it's like the General's wooden pencil. It was just like a
Oh.
random one I just pulled out that I've never
Yeah, I
used.
don't really ever use the wooden one.
Like, I'm thinking about like that arc between the knee and the elbow. Like, how can I connect all that stuff together?
Mm-hmm.
How are things like related in here?
This one's kind of different because there's no pinch and stretch. It's just kind of a pull.
Yeah. Well, the pinch is gonna be like his hip going down to his knee.
Right there.
Yeah. Yeah. And these drawings always look so crazy and chaotic, but it's like if you can figure out how to do this, you can figure out how to do so much.
Alright, let's go ahead and pause it here.
Okay. Man, that was 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's a 2-minute drawing.
What the hell did I just do? I didn't flip that up. Alright.
Alright, so we're just going to reorient ourselves, and if anyone has anything to say, we'll discuss it. If not, we'll just chill out for a second
Yeah.
and get ready for some long poses.
Okay. We're doing it.
Drink some coffee.
Oh. Alright. So we're like a third of the way through this video.
Yep. Just about.
Sweet.
feel like I'm running through this sanguine pencil faster than a charcoal pencil.
Oh, probably.
I might go back to charcoal for this.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide which pencil I want to go with.
You've been breaking out the watercolors for figure drawing recently. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's like forces you to think about shape a little bit more. So instead of just line, you have to like figure out those shapes. So that's
you're
kind
like
of
blocking
fun.
in with color, the shapes?
Yeah, I could grab that real quick. Whoa.
Yeah, let's see it.
Alright, so yeah, this is like, I guess the best one I've done so far. It was like 10 or 20 minute maybe.
Yeah, that one's beautiful.
Yeah, it gets like a little fuzzy. Like if I did this more, I think I would clarify some of this more. But it's got potential. I think I like just like making a mess with charcoal though.
Yeah.
I still like that more.
Do you find that like when you're working with watercolor that the drying time affects how you work?
Oh yeah, that too. You gotta think about that.
Because you can't just break out the blow dryer.
Yeah. But if you just like put the paint down on it and then you kind of mix it as you go and then sort of refine the edges a little bit, you kind of like I started like fuzzy and then I sharpened it up as I went. But yeah, so that's fun.
Alright, well, you ready to keep going here?
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna count down.
Okay.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, start.
Alright, so is he putting the stick away?
Yeah, he has a cube now.
He has a cube.
He has a cube.
Alright. Alright.
So 5-minute drawing.
5 minute. I like that they do like the side by side with the zoom in on the face too. Alright, so 5 minutes.
So you just slow down a lot more on these ones.
Yeah, I slowed down too much on that last one. I don't even know.
2-minute one?
Yeah, somehow that just went by me. Sometimes you just miscalculate. Alright. So now
this one you can kind of put it in containers a little bit. You can kind of get your outlines going a little bit more.
What do you mean?
Like your gesture lines, you can kind of lay them in a little bit more precisely.
Oh, yes.
When you're working fast.
Yeah, the proportions kind of come into play a little bit more. Where maybe they didn't so much before.
Yeah, weren't as important.
Yeah, now I care a little bit more. Yeah, it's kind of cool, like, he does this thing a lot where, like, one arm is breaking the silhouette and the other arm isn't. So that's kind of cool. Something like that. Let me move his head over. Just like that. Yeah, it's cool to have these videos up for free use like this.
Oh yeah, they're great.
Yeah, very good resource. It'd be like really hard to like go out and go figure drawing like multiple times a week, you know?
It is.
But
especially if you have to drive a long way, you know.
Yeah. Alright. Sort of blocking in some structural stuff now. At least trying to. Where's that center line at? Something. Yeah, sometimes it'll look like Dookie, and then you can kind of bring it together if you know what you're doing.
Yeah, just working it out.
Yeah.
As long as you kind of keep everything light to begin with, so you don't have to worry about erasing anything.
Yeah.
I feel like erasing should be reserved for like rendering, really.
Yeah, I don't think I've hit this board with the eraser yet.
Yeah.
Because we're not here to like keep fixing mistakes, you know. It's just it's better to just keep building on top of what you got. And if you practice this enough, you get better at like building that foundation. Understanding the fundamentals. My dude's got some lumpy shoulders, but I'm cool with it.
He does have some lumpy shoulders, but I mean, they're good shoulders. Don't get me wrong.
I think that's where I would spend a lot of time if I was rendering this. And look at that, we're almost out of time. Alright.
That went by so fast.
Yeah. Let me fix this leg real quick. It's like going in. Something like that. Man, it looks like he's stomping that leg down.
That's awesome. That's great.
Put too much. Yeah, I gave my guy a little weight.
Yeah, I hope he's not. I hope he doesn't see this and get insulted by some of my drawings, because I definitely added like 20 pounds to him on some of these.
I'm sorry. I just find that like drawing like lean dudes just takes more time.
Is it because they have a lot more lumps and bumps from like the skeletal system?
Yeah, just like more like rigid structural stuff going on.
Yeah, drawing curvy ladies is very easy. It's just a bunch of gesture.
This is kind of a cool pose. I'm starting with the torso on this one.
Yeah, there's like more weight being held in the arm than in the legs.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of fun to play with like what's flexed and what's relaxed in these like longer poses too. You kind of think about that a little bit more, like what's like if one side is flexing, the other side is relaxed, and kind of thinking about which way things are going to hold up the body and do whatever the body's doing.
And right here, the arm is very, there's a lot going on there.
Yeah. Yeah, like what's cool about the pose instead of like what's difficult about it. Like it's good to like point out like where a problem area might be, but I'm not worried about it.
So what do you think is most cool about this pose?
I like the shoulders. I like the way this like bump from like the scapula is coming up in front of the clavicle right there. That's pretty cool. And then the deltoid's just like popping out on this man. That's pretty sick. And then the way you can see that tendon going all the way down the arm from the bottom of the deltoid all the way down to the thumb, and like finding that rhythm. I think that's a pretty cool rhythm right there.
I think this was my favorite pose so far.
Yeah.
There's that big sweep of the torso, then it gets carried down into the legs.
Switch back to my orange pencil. My wooden pencil. Yeah, I like the way they light the models too. They always have good lighting.
Oh, it's so good, yeah.
Yeah. I don't like it when we go to figure drawing and they have like a million lights on the model. It's like they just light her up from every direction. It's like all you need is like
It's not focused.
yeah, one good light source. You can actually get a lot more out of that. Get a gradient in there. Watch out.
Oh, getting fancy.
Yeah. Put a gradient across it. Whoa. That's pretty cool. Maybe one from like here too. I can at least get this leg in here a little bit. Like his foot. Just get it to like a basic shape like that even. Sometimes the legs sticking out like that, it's just like it's so tempting to make it so long, and that's what I just did there.
Yeah, his legs do look really long in that pose.
Yeah. I just went out of control.
I think I made mine too short, honestly.
What the hell?
Probably add a little bit more.
Alright.
Ten-minute pose.
10 minutes. Okay. Alright, I got this one. So this one's kind of interesting because it's like he's kind of leaning on one foot and the hips are going one way and then the shoulders are going the other and then the elbows are straight across. So that's pretty interesting, all those different angles.
So we got that pinch right there. And then that's counterbalanced by the neck.
Yeah.
And its head tilting to the side.
So it's like going back and forth. But that foot is right under that head. Something like that. Yeah. And then those arms are super foreshortened. And those hands are kind of flat to the viewer. So you could make that super complicated, or you could just simplify it to like a couple of marks.
Yeah, like a box or something.
Yeah. Whatever makes sense in your head. Like this.
Yeah, it's almost like his shoulder is going into his forearm on this side.
Yeah.
Crazy.
You can see that pelvis pretty plainly on this guy. The way this is like where the ridge of the pelvis is.
You look very boxy in this pose, his pelvis.
Yeah. It's almost like a box sorta going this way. Something like that. That's a box. Boxes and tubes. That's all we are. Sometimes with stuff like this, even if you don't know the anatomy, if you just like kind of go with the flow a little bit, you can kind of make it look like it's going together more than it actually is. Alright, so what about...
Yeah, the model makes it easy to do that. His anatomy really moves together.
Oh yeah. So what's going on with this shoulder here? It's like a ball, and this kind of is falling away from the light. And I'm just gonna put that all one dark shape back there. Like, whoa, that's crazy. Like, what if I put that shadow on the wall behind them? Would that look cool? I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, I think using lost edges in poses like this too can really help it come together fast. So like in here, I didn't draw the edge of his thigh, the inside edge at all.
Oh yeah, I see that. Yeah, you just pull it forward and you can knock the rest of that back. That's a good idea.
And then you can do the same for his weird arms, so you don't have to work too much out with the foreshortening in there.
I'm using the eraser a little bit. See if I can get any cool marks. That's kind of cool, really.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
I don't know. Sometimes it's fun to like make a mess at a certain point and start trying to like pull stuff out of it. Just as an experiment. Makes the drawing more fun. And then just like put a little hand in here. Pretty cool.
So when you're adding elements from the background, how should I phrase this? Like, I feel like there's a way that it gets overworked, you know? So how do you avoid that?
Yeah, you don't want it to distract from what's going on, and I think I'm almost getting there. So you just like bring the focus back to the guy, you know? What can I do to make the guy more interesting to the background now? Like maybe some dark shapes up in here. Like I got a dark shape behind him on the right. So maybe over here I'll kind of make him a little bit darker than the background. See what that does. Like kind of going back and forth. Like there's this idea I like to put in my stuff where it's like the environment is like part of, you know, the person or whatever's going on, so that you can kind of influence what's going on, going back and forth between them, like they're talking to each other. But being aware like where the focus should still be. So bringing that back forward now. On the last minute. So what can I do to make some of these shapes more interesting? I feel like he needs at least one leg. I've been leaving the legs out.
Yeah, I need something to stand on.
Yeah. I'm standing on nothing. Free falling over here. And so, what is...
I'm feeling pretty good about this one.
Yeah, I feel alright about it. I kind of just made a mess, but it was fun.
That's all that really matters.
Yeah. Sometimes I just make a mess. I do like this hand, though.
Yeah, his hands look really cool in this. I wish I could spend more time on that.
Yeah. Like, I think I would, like, just focus on that shoulder and hand there if I kept working on that.
Oh, this is gonna be a cool pose.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I need to stretch out my leg. I'm all...
You need to take a break, or you good?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Oh. Stretching the legs out.
Another 10-minute pose.
Oh. I need to do more yoga.
So it looks like there is this 10-minute pose, a 20-minute pose, and then that's it.
Okay.
So we'll take a break before the 20-minute pose, and then we'll finish that up.
I'm glad that the audio and stuff is actually working this time. I was like so disappointed when I listened back to the last one of these I did. I know the mistake I made, but this time I made sure to fix that.
Yeah, it is disappointing.
I'm just like, man, they didn't hear me at all. I'm not the best with tech, but we're figuring it out.
There's some cool shapes in this one.
Yeah, I see like a tangent though. It's like almost like that thing where his knees are in the same spot, you know?
Right.
And so
Yeah.
like you can make that other leg, you can very easily make it look like he's got two legs coming out of one knee. So that's just like one thing I take note of here as I'm going along.
They want to make some kind of separation between the two.
Yeah,
Even
yeah,
if you have to invent something.
yeah. Like offset them or just do something. That's a problem. That's a problem. Just fix it.
Yeah, problem to solve.
Yeah, that's why this is fun. We're solving problems here. We got a lot of problems. And the way his head is going up is pretty wild.
Yeah.
And he's like, how is he even doing that? Just gonna go in that armpit area. It's kind of cool. See the lat coming around.
Yeah, he has a really good model.
Yeah. You see the ribs kind of coming out. Making sure to use some straight lines since this guy is very structural, not a lot of fat. It's like his shoulder is like going up and towards us, so his other hip should kind of be, I don't know, just going down just a little bit. It's almost like straight to us though. And
I like that shape of his shoulder blade and his traps together.
yeah, it's like it's got like a turtle shell.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a really cool pose.
Yeah,
And then the lat folding over.
yeah, yeah. Just making decisions about what that shadow shape is maybe doing. Going across his back and trying to simplify that. Maybe something. And see his femur too. And then I kind of like, kind of like the shadow shape here too. I guess him just being closer to the wall, you just see it more.
Mm-hmm.
But I just seeing what I can do with that. That's sort of cool. What did I do with my big block? There it is. Whoa. Getting weird with it. Yeah, we still got 5 minutes. Sometimes I like using the shadows on the ground to kind of place them in the environment a little bit too. What a mess.
Yeah, that's something that I'm not really paying too much attention to right now. Is the environment. I'm gonna put him somewhere. Make him real.
Yeah, give him something, a place to be.
Hold on to.
Yeah. And then gradients can be super helpful, and just like with anything else, working from the biggest to the smallest. So like, kind of like a gradient from the top to the bottom, and then maybe from the bottom to the top too. And so they both get lighter in the middle. Then you can find some like smaller gradients in there.
So are you adding gradients based on the light source, or is it more of like a stylistic choice?
Combination. Like, the thing I have to see that's closest to us, like if this guy was standing right in front of me, I think the thing that would be the closest part is probably where the lat's sticking out right there in the ribs. And so thinking about form light is kind of what informed that there.
Okay.
What are you thinking about?
I'm looking at these crazy shadows around his rib cage and where that lat like is pulled tight over it.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. This might be something I might even get my little smudgy out for. I get as far as I can with just like the pencil and my finger, but at a certain point, the little smudgy can be useful. And then using the eraser to like pull out lighter shapes. That's like another good thing gradients are for. You can kind of stamp all this down a little bit and then kind of pull some shapes out of that.
Yeah, like you're sculpting.
Yeah, I'm not erasing them. I'm still building on top. And I'll put like just a little bit of his rib cage there, but that would take a while to really get the nuance of all that, so I'm not terribly worried about that. I find it always looks weird if you like overemphasize the ribs too much. Like,
Yes. Yeah.
look like the ribs are like coming out of his body.
Yeah, make him look like emaciated,
Yeah.
which he's not.
Yeah. So I don't want to
Let's
do
see.
that. So I'm looking at what's most like the hierarchy of what's most important, and the ribs, bones are not the most important thing here. Yeah, I'm kind of focusing on that shoulder a lot. You can see the top of, I think that's the top of the humerus. That ball at the on his deltoid there. He's kind of like sticking it out.
Oh my.
I'm so sorry. They probably, I bet there was an echo of that. Yeah, they probably just heard the train noise like 5 times. Sometimes a train drives by and they just decide, I'm going to blow the horn right outside your window. "12 seconds.
10 seconds. Oh.
Ah. I got 2 more seconds than you do.
That Terminator in there.
The Terminator.
That was a fun one.
Yeah, that
Alright,
was
so we're
cool.
gonna pause right here.
Cool.
We have our last 20-minute pose, and then we're done.
Alright, well, stepping back from this, I think I like this one more. I still like that hand.
Yeah,
So-
the hand looks really good.
Yeah, I'm a little like heavy-handed today, but sometimes I just want to try something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like how the your shading in the back around her shoulder kind of goes in an arc. That's really cool. It's like pointing to that shoulder.
Yeah, I like how you're like fading in and out with your edges. That's pretty cool.
This one, I like erased back some of this pose and drew over top of it, and it got
Wow.
a little bit like what would the word be? It got a little sticky, I guess. So like the old marks, they kind of like stopped it a little bit, and I find
uh,
that happens a lot with the generals. So I have to go over with like a Conte
uh,
over top.
yeah, some pencils are like more waxy or something.
Yeah, yeah, it does feel kind of waxy. I think that someone in the art store has been putting hard in the medium bin, and so I have a bunch of hard pencils, and I only want medium, so I don't know how this has happened, but
Yeah, it's kind of cool how our drawings look very different today.
hmm.
Sometimes they look more similar. Today they look very different.
Hmm. Yeah, I think this one is my favorite of the day so far.
Yeah, yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, I like that pose with the hands, like you were saying.
Yeah, it's almost like the David pose, but he's got both of his hands a little different. But
Yeah.
it's similar. Like if he turned that hand around and then had the other one down, that's like pretty much the Michelangelo's David, which is kind of
Hmm.
cool.
Yeah.
Making a mess. Making a mess. Boy. Oh.
Okay, let's see.
So we got one more pose.
Yep, a 20-minute pose.
One
He's
20
holding
minute
a rope.
pose. Oh, cool.
It's kind of an interesting pose. I guess we'll see how it goes.
I was just working on this drawing for like a Proco assignment.
Hmm.
So I got like this on my mind a little bit, I think. It's a pretty cool exercise.
Yeah,
Where you're just like,
following the flow.
yeah, designing shapes that go together.
Hmm.
Alright.
All right, you ready to go?
As ready as I'll ever be.
All right, 3, 2, 1, start.
Alright.
Okay.
Oh, he's got the rope. Yeah, it's kind of cool when they can like drop their weight into something. And this is like cool because it's a video. It's not just pictures.
Yeah, I think that's the best way to
Yeah.
practice.
It's
The next
sometimes.
best to like a live
Yeah.
session.
Yeah. Sometimes the photos just feel like too robotic. Like it's kind of cool because you'll get like pictures of them like jumping through the air or something. But
Hmm.
I like seeing like the model kind of fall into whatever pose they're gonna, because then you can kind of understand how the body works a little bit more.
Hmm. Yeah.
Alright, yeah, this one's pretty cool. Like the first thing I see here is like a rhomboid shape, rhomboid.
Oh boy.
What is that? Like a shape that's like a rectangle that's angled, but it's like up.
Right, right.
Yeah,
You see that like in his arms?
yeah, yeah. With the rope coming down. A rhombus. I think that was the word I was looking for. I haven't used that word in a long time. Um,
Rhombus.
yeah, yeah, I'm super smart. Alright.
You know your geometry.
Yeah, yeah. How did you do in the math classes in school?
I was in remedial math.
Okay. Yeah. The numbers are scary.
Yeah, you know, Maybe if I applied myself a little bit more, it would be different. But I mean, I really have a hard time with numbers.
Yeah, it's just that thing of like, when am I gonna use this? I would
No, I
just.
mean there's definitely uses for it, you know,
Yeah,
like for some things.
yeah.
But I just was never good at it. I like, I think I'm dyslexic. I just like mix things up in my head.
I don't even know how I got through it. I got through pre-calc. I have no idea how.
I don't even know if I took pre-calc. I
That
think
was
the
the
highest
worst
I went was
one.
algebra.
That one's so hard. They start talking about stuff like it just doesn't even. I just don't know what I'm doing. Like, all right,
Yeah, we're not math majors over here.
yeah. It's one of
That's
those
for sure.
things where I kind of wish I paid attention more, but I just like didn't. Ask me to
Were
do,
you also
huh?
were you also drawing on your math homework?
Oh yeah, I got in trouble for it. I had one math teacher. She like told me I couldn't draw on any of the paper anymore, and she like took the paper and like I started drawing on my arm, and so that's
What?
yeah. I had like I would leave school and it went like from my finger all the way up to my forearm, my elbow some days.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I had her 2 years.
Drastic.
Yeah, yeah. Don't tell me I can't draw. And then I had another math teacher who was like cool with it. Like I remember I like did it on a quiz one time. It was like a little ghost, and she just put like a little bubble above it and said "boo." Yeah, this is a cool pose.
Yeah, it's pretty subtle.
You can see some of those tendons popping out at the top of the quad there, which is cool.
Hmm.
One class I paid attention in, I think probably more, was the anatomy class, which is that's like one of the ones that I thought was actually useful,
Wait, you
considering
had like was that a part of biology or you had a specific
it was
anatomy
like
class?
an elective.
What?
Yeah, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I get into like more like you learn the skeleton and organs and all that, and then like what skin is like made out of and all the different
What?
types of cells and stuff. And I think the day that I probably remember the most vividly is the we had to watch like a birth, a birthing.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. I watched that in biology class, but we didn't have
Okay.
like a
Maybe I
just
had the
anatomy
same teacher
class.
for both, so maybe it was the biology class. So maybe that was what it was.
Yeah, we definitely had to watch the Gift of Life video.
The gift of it's still burned in my head, man. The gift of life. Alright.
How's your jaw going over there?
It's going okay. Right now, he just kind of looks like he's like, kind of half-heartedly like cheering or something. I don't know. His hands are just like up in the air. My camera just keeps going in and out of focus. How's yours going?
I feel like I'm getting somewhere. I have like I have like a S curve going on here.
Oh,
It's pretty satisfying.
yeah. It's good when you find those.
Hmm. And then he has kind of like a concave line over here that goes up into his arm. So we're finding some gestures throughout here.
Yeah, trying to find rhythms all the way from the toe to the ear. Like seeing how things can be connected.
I gave him a bit of heft in his legs, so I might try to thin those out a little bit.
Yeah, I think I did the same thing. It's like his calf is the same size as his quad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just let it go for now.
It looks like he's slightly on his toes on his on the right foot there.
Yeah.
If you're looking at him.
Yeah, I got a weird foot shape, but I kind of like it.
Rachel, your screen is blurry.
Yeah. Maybe if I don't have a lot of room to move it over. I could it seems like if the camera's in the middle, I'm in the middle of the camera. Can't really adjust it any better than that right now.
It's try putting your hand right in front of the camera.
Yeah, it'll do
there
it.
We go.
Yeah, we'll see if that lasts. Alrighty, back to it here. What kind of dark shapes can I start to pull out to make this look a little more exciting? Put this rope in here. Maybe I just need to draw the hands. Kind of get it's like a blocky shape coming forward like that. And then this is in shadow too.
Use the one pointer finger sticking out. You can kind of block the rest of it.
Yeah, get that in there just a little bit. Not gonna worry about the other hand too much since it's going off the camera now. But that's alright. Yeah, it'll be exciting to see what other people come up with.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing all the drawings.
Yeah, get super excited about that because then you kind of you can kind of see people a little bit more. You know, when you're doing all this online stuff, you don't really see the audience, and then you see the artwork come out, and that's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like something's going on out there.
Yeah, definitely inspiring.
Watch this, just one line. Whoa!
The drama.
Yeah. Yeah, I used too many curvy lines on this one. I need to bring in some straights. We're only halfway through this 20-minute pose.
That's right, it's 20 minutes.
Yeah, we have time, so let's see. How do I want to keep going? Where do I want to go with this?
I need to figure out this belly.
Yeah, I'm trying to think about. Yeah, I don't really know what to do with this one. Sometimes you just don't really know. Like my guy's just kind of standing here with a rope, you know?
Feels like he's doing something.
Maybe this has to curve that way a little more.
I like the shadow on his face. That's pretty cool.
Getting some of these gradients. Just kind of going back and forth with this. In and out. Kind of thinking about like where eye level is at. It's like maybe somewhere around the middle of his chest. So like anything above that goes this way, and anything below it goes that way. Just like that. So, are you doing anything else to celebrate Friday the 13th today?
That's a great question. I wonder, with all the bad luck we had getting this started, if maybe it's best just to stay home today.
Yeah, maybe that's all we gotta do. Figure out what to do with all these peaches. Got so many.
Make a little peach cobbler.
Yeah, we got a peach problem here. We got a
peach problem.
We got too many peaches.
Peaches are never a problem, Rachel.
Alright. We got 6 minutes.
Yeah, something's off about this belly. I'm not quite sure.
Let's
see.
Yeah, I kind of like he's got a lot going on with his torso.
Yeah, a lot of bumps in there.
Yeah, like what are all these bumps? We got the serratus up here. We got the obliques coming out underneath of that. And we got the abdominals. But I don't want to do that thing that I mentioned before where it's like I make them look emaciated. I hope I don't do that.
Yeah, you don't want to get too detailed up in there.
And then the thing with the pecs that's kind of cool is it's like there's like a portion that connects to the clavicle and a portion that connects to the sternum. I believe the clavicle part kind of goes over top of the sternal part. But I kind of like his arm was down. Like this is his pec muscle, this triangle. It kind of twists this way, but then when he puts his arm going up, it's like this kind of untwists and goes the other way. There's better illustrations of that. Let's just get back to it.
I do really like drawing the underside of the arm with the pec muscles untwisted like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when they're down, it's like the
This is
one
like,
that attaches to the clavicle is on the bottom, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. It kind
And
of like
then there's
this
the
is.
one on the sternum, and then the one underneath that is on the top. And then when it's lifted up, the clavicle is on top, and then the sternal, and then I think that's right.
Sounds right to me. I'm
So
a,
it makes that shape.
I'm a professional. This would be a good one for the Jason Voorhees mask. Because, like, all you see is that little bit of his nose coming out anyway. He kind of looks...
Mm-hmm.
He's sort of spooky. Maybe
Yeah, I'm looking
that's what I'll
forward to
do.
seeing this.
Yeah. Happy Friday the 13th.
Yeah, that was Anthony who left already, but hopefully he posts those up.
That's kind of a cool shape. Maybe I'll just leave it at that. And maybe... That's sort of cool. The rope being like this tiny little white shape, it'd be... Oh, I do. I got this other eraser. Like that's kind of cool. Maybe. Yeah, I just like made a mess today.
I think it's awesome. You guys are very loose over there.
Oh, I'm loose.
Loosey goosey.
We're loose gooses around here. I sort of feel like I'm getting to that point now where the next mark I make will probably mess it up. You know?
Yeah, I think I just did that. So.
You
We
get
got 1 minute.
Yeah, you get to that point. Sometimes it's done, but I'm gonna push it all the way to the end here. Oh man, he's starting to buckle a little bit. That's kind of cool about the videos. It's a real person. It's not just a photograph. You can kind of see a little bit more of that. Yeah, this is kind of a hard video.
Yeah,
Really?
it was fun though.
Yeah, I had a lot of
liked it.
fun. Yeah, this was a challenging one. Well, I kind of got the chest area. Maybe the neck a little bit more. What other kind of dark marks can I add?
All right,
Yeah,
that's the end of that.
that's that. Well, let's see. What do you think was your favorite drawing?
I think I didn't like the rope pose. I feel like I got a little bit like distracted maybe at the end there.
Yeah, I'm good
But
at that.
I do like the rope pose, and I think this one with his foreshortened arms.
Oh yeah, that was a good one too. Where did mine go for that? Yeah, I like one of the 1 minutes. I still like that one. That's like
Yeah, I like that one.
I think that's where I peaked today.
I like the shapes you got in the 1 minute. It's very like you used a lot of angles.
Oh yeah. I was thinking about that animator guy. All right, and then yeah, and then this one I probably like more than a lot of other things I made today. That was a good one.
Yeah, that has a lot of energy in it.
Yeah, like it actually kind of worked, so that was cool. Sometimes you take big risks and they don't work, but I feel like this was working. The shape too is cool.
Yeah,
So it kind of mirrors this shape, so that's cool. And I think if I kept
I like
doing
the face
that,
you did in that one too. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, it's fine. It's just a little eye. All right. Well, is there any questions or any other comments or
Let's see. Someone's
criticisms?
asking, coming in a bit late, are these draw-alongs scheduled somewhere or more of a spontaneous thing? So at the moment, more spontaneous, definitely.
Yeah.
We did 3 episodes of the Art Agents last month. And I believe Patrick is traveling this month, so that's why we're not having one this month. And so we just decided to do a draw-along to keep up the momentum.
Yeah. Maybe we could structure more of these, but at the moment it's spontaneous. This is only the second
Yeah.
one we've done, so.
Yeah. It would be cool to do more. We just need to get we need to figure out the audio situation a little bit better
But I think
and
we got it
then
working
set up.
today. Yeah, we got it working
Yeah.
today. Next time,
Yeah, after
hopefully
a
I'll
little
have
bit of
a.
stress.
Yeah, next time I'll hopefully have a better camera set up. But this one did what it needed to today.
Yeah. Yeah, and like mine, it seems to focus correctly most of the time, but I'm sure
Yeah.
watching it back it'll be different.
Yeah, I saw it kind of going in and out a few times.
Yeah. I'll have
But
to invest in a better camera as well, but all in due time.
yeah, it's working. It's working. Yeah. Well,
Well, yeah, thanks everyone for joining us. Hope to see y'all's drawings up on Instagram, and we'll make sure to post all of them if you tag us at the Art Agents pod.
yeah. Well, any other closing remarks or anything anyone else has to say? I can go ahead and end it.
Yeah, Aaron said, I really enjoyed this. Thanks for putting this together. No problem. It's a lot of fun.
Sweet.
Yeah, so definitely if you drew along, post it up, and hopefully we'll get another one of these going again soon.
Yeah, this is fun. I've been it's good to practice. It's really good to
Yes.
practice. Yeah, and then you see what mistakes you make, and then hopefully the next time you make different mistakes, and that's how you know you're learning.
Yep, it's all about learning.
Yeah.
We're all learning.
I think I learned something today.
At the very least, we got to draw, so that's really awesome.
Yeah, we did it. We did it.
Aaron said he needs more Moth and Spike.
Oh my god. Thank you, Ari. That's awesome. It's so cool. Like people are actually reading that thing, and I have been working on it slowly. I need to work on it more. Comics are so much work, man.
Yeah, I remember you said that you thought you could do a chapter in what, a weekend?
Yeah. You can't illustrate 30 pages in a weekend, but yeah, I'm slowly churning it out. I have it submitted to the Webtoons contest at the moment, and they're supposed to make an announcement on the 23rd this month.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm lucky, I'll be a finalist. And so
yeah, I think you will be.
And if you're a finalist, you have to submit like another chapter. Like you have to submit more. And so if that happens, I will definitely be cranking it out. Like well,
Fingers crossed.
yeah. If you see like big stuff coming out in the next month, you know why. But otherwise, it's real slow at the moment. I have it all like written. It's just getting it all illustrated, man. But yeah, that's awesome. I'm glad people like it.
Yeah, we've been enjoying the stickers too.
Sweet. Yes. Yeah, I got a lot of these stickers.
All right, well, I guess we'll wrap it up now.
All right.
Thanks everyone for joining.
Yeah. Thanks for joining.
All right, bye y'all.